We got guys working. This is gonna be phenomenal. You'll pour that concrete when you want to pour it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Nikos Property Show. I am super excited to be out here today, episode 5, and what are we doing? We are digging the footer. We got a lot going on. You see a bunch of dirt behind me, like mounds of dirt. I had like 6 trucks come in, which has nothing to do with today's job. However, take a look over there real quick, see what's going on. We got the machines out here. We got the Mini X, we got the skid steer. We got guys working. This is gonna be phenomenal. I cannot wait to get this thing rolling. Once they get this dug, we're gonna be able to pour. This is all just gonna go back to back to back to back. We had a ton of rain come through here. However, we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna show you what's going on. I'm gonna explain what's happening, and we are going to have the best day ever because I have been waiting for this day. I'm overly excited right now. So let me go explain some things and let's get straight to work. So I wanted to give you a few explanations before we jumped into the thick of things, like all the work. If you've never done this in your life, this right here is what you call a laser. This is gonna get you to grade. So when you're starting to dig a footer, you wanna know how many courses of blocks am I gonna have in the front all the way to the back. You don't want to go way too high because then you gotta get scaffolds and all that stuff. So when the block masons are out here laying, that's like the most annoying thing. My dad did masonry work for 47 years at this point, and I hated that. When I had to go to work helping him, that was the worst thing ever, is setting up scaffolds. However, we got the skid steer here that's gonna be moving all the dirt around. It's gonna get all these mounds of dirt that they're digging out. We're gonna control everything, put it inside that silt fence right there. We're gonna stack up our topsoil. You try to save as much as you can. When they're digging the footer, you can't really save it, but when we put in the construction drive, we're definitely gonna save some topsoil because topsoil is expensive. But come on with me here. I wanna show you a few things, kind of show you how we outlined the property right here with some orange paint and all these orange stakes right here that you see. So if you see an orange stake, that means it's the outside perimeter of the property. Right now they're going at about 22 inches. If we kind of get into one of these ditches right here, so if we jump in here, you can see this grade stake right here. That's about a 10-inch grade stake, and that's where the top of the concrete's actually gonna go. So if I jump in this hole, concrete's gonna go here. We're gonna use rakes to kind of level it out once we're pouring the footer. So right now they're digging down. This is really solid dirt, really good dirt. I mean, you hear that. I hear it, you hear it, we all hear it. But anyways, so we're gonna go around here, get this entire perimeter done. I've got a covered porch that kind of comes inside, and everything you see that's not painted orange is actually a pier. So that's where you're gonna have block columns come up where the floor system is gonna actually lean on. So these right here, no color, means that's where there's gonna be block columns. The outside is where the perimeter of the house is. So let's jump into this work. We're gonna film some of this. This is exciting stuff. I'm so happy to finally be digging the footer. Been waiting for this progress for so long. Let's jump over to the machine. Y'all, if you look over here, you see all them sparks flying. It's because this job is so hot. Yeah, zoom in on that. Zoom in on those sparks right there, man. The job is so hot, man. It's on fire out here. Especially when you got a guy with freaking sunglasses. Look at that thing steaming, man. Mixed with a little bit of that fresh morning air. Oh, it was steaming. I just disappeared. I got to get a haircut like you, brother. Give me a beard like that too.
You had one.
Yeah, I did. I had it. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna give y'all a little representation of how this thing works right here. So when you have corners, when you're digging a footer, you're gonna bend the rebar. So you're gonna push this down. I was almost said squeeze it down. You're gonna push it down and it's gonna bend the rebar into a 90-degree angle. That's what they're setting up over there. I'm gonna have Dylan come over and help me in a minute when he's done with his dad over there working. My man's on freaking fall break out here working, making extra money. That's what I'm talking about. He's working class. That's what I like to hear. But we got 5/8 rebar right here, going a little bit thicker than 99% of builders. Usually they're using that 1/2 inch, but I want this foundation to be so sturdy that freaking tornado can come through here and my house is still gonna be standing. Nothing in life works without a good foundation. Always remember that little word of encouragement there. But once Dylan comes over here, we're gonna show you how this thing works. It's pretty darn cool. It turns into a full-on 90-degree angle. But anyways, let's go see some of this work getting done. Yeah, y'all, we got Mr. Travis in that Kubota right there doing a darn good job. Heck yeah, man. That's how you get work done. All right, y'all, I'm gonna jump in the ditch here with you. Got my man Cameron over here working, putting in chairs. And all that is a piece of wire folded into what you call a little bitty chair right there. So there's an area for 1 rebar, 2 rebars, and 3 rebars. Most people only do 2. And fortunately, I've been around my brother, my dad, and my other brother my whole life, and they build custom homes. They said you are putting 3 rebars no matter what. So the footer guys don't always like that. However, guess what? We're trying to build a quality house here, baby. That's what we're doing. We're not trying to put up no foundation that's just gonna wither away. Ain't that right, Cameron?
That's right.
Is it? Come on now.
Next house, he's probably gonna have us do 4.
Next house we're doing 4 rebar. No, we ain't doing 4. Then you're just bunkering down for like World War VII at that point. But anyways, a lot of progress going on here. Want to go through some problem solving with y'all as well. Like if you dig too deep, what happens? Because you also cannot do things like that. So they're about to be bending this right here. Turns into a 90. I'm gonna pull up with you. There we go. Yep. When you got a Dylan, you don't need a Nico.
That's right.
Come on, baby. Watch your head. There you go.
Yep.
More? Or are we good there?
Good.
That looks like a 90 to me. Look at that. That's a perfect 90 right there, baby. I like that. So when you're turning corners, when you're going around different areas through that footer, we do things the right way. If you're gonna build it right, because someone's gonna end up buying it from you one day after you're done living in it. Don't give them a product that they don't wanna live in. All right, y'all, so a lot of y'all were coming at me crazy about having my Tahoe and how can you put stuff in there? Like, dude, you don't have a truck and you're building a house, so guess what we got? We got a Chevy 1500 Trail Boss, y'all. Check that beauty out right there. That thing is sexy. Come around the side. I want to show y'all, man. We got like fog lights. We got tow hooks on the front. We got the Z71 right there. This thing is beautiful. I even got an empty bowl of oatmeal in there that I had for breakfast. So like you can literally load this thing up with anything. It's beautiful. It does make for an easier experience with building a house, because like yesterday I had to go get some straw wattle, threw it in the back, came out here. If I had to put some straw wattle in my Tahoe, you might as well just take my Tahoe from me. I hate dirty cars. This thing gets a car wash every single day, but unfortunately it's misting today, so it's getting a little spotty, so I got to go to the car wash every single day. I'm one of those guys, I'm like, I don't know if I'm OCD, I just love being clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Always remember that. Got to show you the interior real quick, okay? I told y'all cleanliness is next to godliness. I got my oatmeal bowl right here. I got to get that taken care of, but I wanted to make sure I met them on time, so I ate this as I was talking to them about the job. Look at this, all black. This is jet black. We got the black seats, we got the black center console, the black back seats, got a bunch of t-shirts in the back as well. I got to get better at a little bit more cleanliness and organization. That's what it is. I got to get better at organizing because I am pretty clean. However, love this thing. So glad that y'all helped me understand that I needed a truck to help this process of building a house. But let's get back to the work. Stop talking about this freaking truck and come on, man. Come on. All right, y'all, so sometimes you run into, I wouldn't call it an issue, maybe a challenge, but sometimes you have to do a step down, okay? So if the dirt isn't good enough and you're not seeing it like, okay, this is gonna compact good, we should pour right there, you might have to do a step down. We do 8-inch step downs right here. So as you can see, everything is smooth all the way around. You can see this is all flat, but right here, we're gonna end up making that about an 8-inch step down, and you're gonna put a bulkhead right here, which simply is going to be wood, and you kind of set it in, and then you put some grade stakes on the sides, and it holds it. So when you pour, the concrete doesn't just pour over. We're gonna have a flat surface, flat surface, flat surface, all concrete right here. But this is what you call a step down. Sometimes that has to happen, and sometimes when you're stepping down, because your courses of blocks have to be level from the front all the way to the back, even though the property is sloping. So that's a little triangle, some geometry for you right there. I'm glad I paid attention in 7th grade. So anyways, that's what you need, 7th grade education, and then go build you a house. That's how it works. But anyways, we got a lot of hard work going on out here. This is really good progress. I'm extremely excited. When you're putting your rebar down, you're gonna have to tie it down, okay? Well, you got this little wires that you do, and you get the little whirly bird thing. So if you've ever put down, if you ever dug a footer and put down rebar, you know that you do this for hours. Now they have electronic guns that you don't have to do any of that. If you zoom in on his right hand, that's an electronic gun right there. That thing is a beauty. He's just gonna film you tying that one up. So if you wanna go down in this hole right here, it's as simple as 1, 2, and 3. And that's it, literally. Look how easy that is. So all the people out there that used to tie rebar with the whirly birds and just doing this for hours, they still like it. They're like, I don't want to use this stupid gun. Well, guess what? Innovation. It's 2021. Use technology, baby. That's what, come on, man. If you're not progressing in life, you're regressing or digressing. I'm not even sure what the word is right there. I think I just made one up. So anyways, lots of progress happening. I'm freaking excited. And come on, man, Nikos Property Show. What are you doing? Watch it. Hey, you weren't lying to me about doing this for 45 years. You're doing a darn good job.
It's been 15 years since I've done it.
But that's all right. I'm glad you took the chance on mine then. He ain't dug one in 15 years, but he did it for 45 back then, man. It's good stuff. My man's killing it. I love it. Grade stakes going in. This is good work, man. When you get a footer in. Cameron, you're doing awesome, brother.
Thank you, sir. Have you done me a favor?
What's your favor? Go get you some different rebar?
No. Will you tell him something in Ukraine?
Oh, что ты хочешь, чтобы я сказал? I said, what do you want me to say in Ukrainian? Yeah, so by the way, I'm mic'd up right now. If y'all didn't know, I'm actually Ukrainian, so he just asked me to say something in Ukrainian. So I'm glad you asked me that. That was good stuff, man. Look at you. You're a content creator, not me, dadgummit. Golly bum. Okay, I see you tying it in. That's good stuff. Inspector will be out here in the AM. I'm excited.
Probably talking about how pretty the job.
Oh, he's gonna be like, why did you put 3 rebars in? Every time they come out to our jobs, man, they're like, why'd you put 3 rebar down? Well, you know, in case the world's ending and we want our foundation to still be there when it ends. Well, frick, man, I appreciate y'all. This is good stuff, man. I'm so happy. Say that again? I still didn't hear you.
How many false rooms you want to have?
Oh, how many false rooms? We're tornadoing down. We're hurricaning down. We're gonna have all. Hey, we're gonna do safe rooms, and matter of fact, I'm gonna have y'all dig out about 40 feet down in the middle. Never find me again room. Why not, right? Well, let's keep progressing. I'm excited right now. So I talked to you about the laser earlier, right? So everything was spinning around in there. Wanted to show you what he's using it for. So as you can see, there's that little top plastic part right there that actually makes sure that this is a level plane right there. So the bottom of this stick, or whatever you want to call this thing, is where it's going to be absolutely level. Then he's putting a grade stake in, and that's where the top of that concrete's going to, like I told you earlier as well. So that's actually going to show you, okay, from over there all the way to where he's putting the bottom of that stick, that's a literal level plane, because it's shooting from the plastic piece all the way to the laser, and it's doing this number for you right there. Boom. So if you've never used the laser, that's how it works. It can get confusing. It used to confuse me all the time growing up, but once you get older, once your dad and your brother start explaining it to you every single time you're doing a job, you're like, bing, All right, let's keep moving. All right, y'all, so we are back here in the afternoon. You saw that time-lapse video, lots of work being done. Check it out. We've started over here and we're ending over here. So we've gone all the way around the entire house. We're gonna walk this way so I can show you a few things that happened. And just to make sure my cameraman doesn't trip over anything, we're gonna walk kind of slow. We got rebar cut up. I've been doing some of that, helping them out here and there. But we'll show you this corner going this way. Check out how long this line is right here. I can't remember how long the house is. I think it was about 65 feet in length, and they're killing it right now. A lot of work being done. Just absolutely tons of work. This is exciting. We are getting everything prepped for a footer inspection for the rebar and everything. The inspector is going to come out. So if you're building a house, you have to get online, whatever your city requires. We have like the City of Chattanooga online portal. You get on there, you request it, they respond within 24 hours, they come out, and then I'm set for an afternoon pour, which is going to be in a different video, but a lot of stuff happening with the footer and everything like that. A little problem I want to talk to you about that was from the drone footage that I saw, luckily because of the drone, and I'll tell you once we get over there. So the issue was when the drone footage went up in the air, I was like, holy crap, that porch looks way off. So one side was out 6 feet, which it was supposed to be off the back wall. The other side was supposed to be off 6 feet, but unfortunately it was like 8 feet 6 inches. So if you jump in this hole right here, you'll see me. We went 6 feet off that back wall to right here. And then we made sure that it was square right here because we didn't want the porch to be all weird and wacky. We wanted it to be very square. We didn't want it to be like whatever you call that, lopsided, I guess is the word. But anyways, we got that fixed. Luckily we caught it. The guy digging, Travis, he's been doing a phenomenal job. Big shout out to everybody out here working. I mean, check out my guy with the shovel. Check him out. Check out, zoom in on that. I mean, that's some crazy stuff right there. My man has been killing it all day long. Absolute beast. Yep. I see you right there working, baby. We've been working though, so I'm gonna get to work a little bit. We're gonna go cut up some more rebar, keep measuring. We got to get this done today. So I wanted to do some explanations before I did jump into work. So right here we've got all these little pier areas. I told you earlier there was going to be a bunch of them dug out, so they're all over the property. That's where you're gonna have a block column coming up. Probably, it just depends. It has to be leveled, so it might be 4, 5, 6 columns depending on what area of the foundation you're on. So right here, this is just made out of rebar. These are the grade stakes with that metal chair that we've been using for everywhere else. When we're pouring concrete, you got to have rebar in there, okay? So that's what's going to keep it stable. That's what's going to keep it strong. You want a very strong foundation. I said that earlier. Anything in life, strong foundation, life gets easy. You ain't got a firm foundation, life is hard. You don't want that, especially on a house, because then the house just goes bam, and we don't do that around here. Not Nikos Property Show. So anyways, let's get to work. We got to get this thing done, man. All right, y'all, we got some rebar right here. We're going about 84 inches, little different areas, whatever it is. We got a bend as well, so I'll show you all that, but got a measure right here. I'll cut it off, use the rest of that rebar, bring it over here. Just using a Milwaukee saw right here with a concrete blade, making sure that, not a concrete blade, a metal blade, so that we can cut this rebar. It's all in my eyes. And that's how it's done, baby. One more. He said he needed 3. So we're gonna shoot that right there. Mark it, that's where we're bending, that's where we're cutting. We're gonna do one more right here, then I'll show you how we bend as well. Alrighty, y'all, got all 3 pieces. And don't be hard-headed like me. I got sunglasses in the truck that's 25 yards away, but I'm not grabbing them because I'm like, oh, I'm too far. So we're gonna grab these over here, move over this way. Hey, Cameron, same bend? All right, so we're gonna go right here. Put it right there. Just a little bit. Boom. That's it, that's all we need. Got one. Hey, sometimes when you're building your own house, you got to jump in, man. We want to pour this tomorrow. You put all that pressure on the guy working, doing the job. You got to help out. You can't just expect the guy, he might need 2 days. But if you want that job done and you want him to pour it tomorrow, guess what you do? You jump in, you start working, and you start bending and you start cutting. Next thing you know, you'll pour that concrete when you want to pour it. So I'm going to grab these 3. We're going to follow me along this way. We're gonna get these set, get all this rebar tied in. It's just an honest day's work. That's all it is. All right, y'all, we working, baby. Hey, like I said earlier, you want it done, you gotta be the one. That's just how it goes. Come on. They're doing an awesome job. Come on. A little bitty bend, that's all we need. A little bitty bends. Get it over that step down. Gotta make sure it's nice and looking good. Make sure it's nice and sturdy. She's gonna be looking all pretty, baby. Come on. That's all we need right there. See that? Boom. Done, easy peasy. Get a nice little workout in too. Make sure they get that. How about that right there? Come on, man. I need my biceps.
You're already breaking rebar.
Yeah, I did break the rebar.
Yeah.
I wish they would have got that on camera.
How many people done that?
Come on. Hey, we're working, man. Nice and hot, but it's still cool. It's like an oxymoron. It's nice and hot, but it's cool, if that makes any sense. All right, y'all, it's been a very successful day today. We got that footer dug. Mr. Travis there, been killing it. Didn't you say they call you old timer? Didn't you say they call you old timer? All right, well, old timer knocked out that footer for us. Then they've been tying rebar all day. Everybody's been doing a great job. Chris, Dylan, Cameron, everybody's been killing it. We've had a really, really successful day. We're almost ready for the pour. We're gonna finish up. It's hard to film everything and work at the same time. So we're gonna finish everything up. if you come with me a little bit here, a lot of work got done, okay? So he's getting in the Bobcat, he's gonna clean up the edges around the house and everything like that. And we're just gonna make sure that this property looks clean, it looks crisp, and that we're ready for a beautiful pour so we can get that footer in, so we can get that block laid, and we can just have a beautiful build here on Nikos Property Show. Finally got my glasses after I almost got done cutting every piece of rebar, so it is what it is. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, make sure you follow us on all social platforms, but make sure you tune in on TikTok because that's where I'm able to post things much faster because it's much easier to actually edit on there. However, without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.